Welcome back, friends. If this is your first time, welcome. This is Michigan Crime Time, and I am your host, Jess. So today we are visiting some cases in Judge Middleton's courtroom. Let's just say we can say that. Fritz has spoken, guys. The dog spoke. The first case, honestly, I'm speechless. Fritz is not. In the second case, all I want to know is where? Where? Anyways, per usual, I am not an attorney. I am not making any legal conclusions nor putting forth any legal advice. All comments are my opinion, irregardless of any verbiage that I may use. All persons are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and my videos are not the official record of the court. With that said, let's go check out Judge Middleton.
This is file 23137 SD, People versus Norbert Herbert.
Excuse me, sir.
Oops, yeah, thanks. Thank you. Yep. Start again. Take a deep breath. This is file number 23137 SD, People versus Norbert Herbert Schroeder. Mr. Schroeder is here with his attorney, Mr. Paul Gibson. He's charged with operating while intoxicated. First offense. Matter is set for sentencing this morning. Mr. Matthew Huff is here from the probation department. He has prepared the screening report. He did just give me a discharge treatment summary report from the Michiana Behavioral Health Center in Plymouth. And Mr. Gibson, what would you like me to know?
Well, the defendant, he still has a case in Indiana for OWI that he tells me is unresolved. When you look at Mr. Schroeder's history, he does have, as Matt says, this looks like it's his sixth drunk driving offense, but the defendant would like the court to know that he did abstain from, it looks like he was able to go about 10 years without getting pulled over for an OWI. And so he does have a bad history, but this is over a period of over 20 years. And so the defendant is asking for a chance to prove himself. He would ask for something as an alternative to jail time, whether it be probation, community service, but he's asking for leniency here, and I'm sure he has things to add. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Schroeder, what would you like me to know?
Well, a lot of these charges were back when I was in my early 20s, and I abstained from drinking. And just recently here, when I got this one and one in Indiana, going through a divorce, and that kind of hit me real hard after the holidays. So, but I know that's not really an excuse, but it hit me hard.
Yes. It used to be, for it to be a felony offense, you had to have 3 drunk drivings within 10 years, and that's what it is. And then it became 3 in a lifetime. You had to have 2 and 7 or 3 and 10. And now it's 2 and 7 or 3 in a lifetime. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 2000s. And then in 2014, you got another drunk driving in Knox City, Indiana.
Yes.
And then after that, there was a meth charge that you had some struggle with.
Well,
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. this is your sixth offense, but the most recent one was 2014. The prosecutor charged it as a first offense. You had a very high blood alcohol level. You were driving very badly. You crashed into a mailbox. They did do a blood draw. And then a few days later, you got arrested again. My suspicion is Indiana is really gonna take some.
Nail me.
I think they are. All right, but it is nonetheless a sixth offense. Then you didn't show up for your screening. Matt modified things a little bit after you did show up. He got another day credit for fail to appear. So
Depending on how you want to count that, I believe it was in the ROA as contempt of court. I don't know
Yes.
if you count that towards your credit
I
on the
would.
sentence. Okay.
I don't have to. I guess you're right. I don't really want you on probation. You got a charge pending in Indiana. I'm gonna give you 45 days credit too, leaving 43 days to serve. There will be some good time calculated in that. You will get out and then you can deal with your Indiana case.
Okay, my court date there is August 30th.
You'll be done with this by August 30th.
Okay.
There's a $300 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee. I'll cut the screening fee in half. The attorney fee is $150. Was there a police reimbursement for the blood draw?
It was not submitted in the police report that I obtained from the prosecutor's office.
All right, we'll just leave it out. 300 plus 75 plus 50 plus 50 plus 150 is 625. I don't believe I have any bond money. All right, you're gonna have to deal with your Indiana stuff, but you were a danger to the people here, saying that you had a rough Christmas. Then don't drive a car.
I know, that was
All right,
definitely enough.
all right, you go with the officers. Let me give you this envelope. I'll give it to your friend here. I'm gonna make that 625. By September 30th.
Would not believe your honor, but he is under the influence right now. Well, I just took custody.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I said, so if we were to test you today, would you so? He goes, yes. I said, I can smell
All right, well, we got,
it. So they'll give him a PBT at the jail.
well, if he's over the, make sure they do. If he's over 0.08, we may have to redo everything.
You want me to just go do one now?
Yeah.
We've got the jail?
Yeah.
Oh.
They
I thought
just
he was
took
still
him.
here.
No. I told them that they'll probably do it in the jail, so I'll make sure that they do it.
All right. I couldn't smell it from where I was. He didn't say much.
No, but it was definitely.
We're on the live feed.
It was a 168.
Yes.
I told.
Paul's here.
I figured it'd be more than a day.
All right. Hey, booking, could you guys put Norbert Schroeder in the Polycom room? Yes, thanks, bye. recall, Mr. Schroeder was a .168. I can't sentence him when he's twice the legal limit, so we're gonna have to reschedule his sentence. So I'm gonna have him brought into the Polycom room. We'll address it.
Okay, I don't know if, I guess Mr. Wood, I don't know if he's gonna be here or not.
He's probably not, but so as soon as we finish with Mr. Schroeder, we will call Mr. Wood's case, then I'll let you go. He didn't say much, but he's an experienced drinker, I think, and Jenny, can I have the Norbert Schroeder case back, please? Mr. Schroeder, I ask that you come back to the jail, back for Polycom. Your lawyer, Mr. Gibson, is still here. We just did a sentencing in People versus Norbert Herbert Schroeder. The bailiff indicated that he felt you had been drinking. They gave you a preliminary breath test at the jail and the result was .168. So I can't sentence you while you're intoxicated. So I find that you're in contempt. I'm over 5 days jail. I'm gonna reset sentence for July 13th at 2 p.m.
12-hour shifts and then.
I could have let it stand, but by the fact that you're intoxicated takes away the fact that this was a knowing and voluntary and understanding proceeding. But I find that you're in contempt for coming to court while intoxicated. And we will address this further Thursday at 2 o'clock. All right, you can go get some lunch. This is file number 231069. You're Jessica Lorraine Goebel.
Yes, sir.
You're charged with receiving, concealing stolen property. Did it receive, possess, conceal, or aid in the concealment of a washer, dryer, couch, bed frame, mattress, side tables, coffee maker, toaster, mixer, wall decorations, clothing, stolen or embezzled property, having reason to know was stolen or embezzled? Property allegedly belonged to someone named. That is a felony, known as receiving stolen property over $1,000 but less than $20,000. It's punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment. Thank you. Mr. David Marvin, the county prosecutor, is here. What's the status here, Mr. Marvin?
We've come to a resolution, I believe, and that is an offer of receiving and concealing 200 to 1,000. We're gonna have, it sounds like we're gonna have to have a restitution hearing, however.
Okay.
The restitution amount that we've got paperwork to justify is $9,668.85.
All right. This charge is a felony. The lesser charge is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000 or 3 times the value of the property.
This plea would be by no contest, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Bush, but you confirm the plea offer?
Yes, that is accurate.
Does the court need a copy of the police report?
I've got an affidavit here, but
No objection if the court uses that.
all right, well, let's talk about a couple things. I think I went through this, but let's do it again. Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? There will be no trial.
Yes, sir.
If it was a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. Mr. Bush is here with you. You could also hire an attorney of your own choosing if you wish. You understand?
Yes, sir.
At a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand to testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you, and you have the right to be presumed innocent if and until the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Other than the plea agreement here, did anybody promise anything to get you to plead to this
No, sir.
or threaten you?
No, sir.
You understand that by pleading no contest, you don't admit what happened, but you also don't deny what happened. And you allow or accept that a conviction will enter.
Yes, sir.
I have to say I'm disappointed in a no contest plea, but I'll take it. When it comes to sentencing, you won't be able to get up there and say, I didn't do it. According to the affidavit, this lady had her property stolen from H2 Storage. And her couch that was stolen was posted for sale on Facebook by you. So she Facebooked you to see if she could meet up, and you deleted your profile. So then she went to your house and you opened your garage door and a bunch of her stolen stuff was in there. So she called the police. And you were a sublease. And you subleased it to them. And they found a whole bunch of stolen stuff. And they did a search warrant. And they found the bed, table, washer, dryer, all of her stuff, bowls, pots and pans in your possession. So they claim it's $9,668. We may have to have some sort of a hearing to determine the value. That's a lot of money. I would have said, well, if you don't agree with it, we'll keep it as a felony, but it's been reduced. So we're gonna have to set this out a ways. On June 27th, you didn't show up. And then you came in the next day and told us you'd been at Serenity House in Indiana. So we reset this for pre-exam today. Where are you now?
I'm still at the Serenity House.
She's here with, I think the founder of Serenity House brought her here today.
Very good.
That's in Auburn, Indiana.
Well, sounds like a good program. We have Hope House and some other things. But you said it's a 9-month to 18-month program.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you how you came to be in possession of all this lady's stolen stuff. But I'm not able to do that with a no contest plea. So we're going to do sentencing based on the presumption that you stole all this lady's stuff. You can't plead no contest and say, well, here's what happened. It was my ex-boyfriend, or it was somebody who just dumped it off there. According to this, you knowingly received and concealed it, and that's a lot of property, and it was a terrible inconvenience for her. Are you on probation or parole anywhere else?
I am.
Where's that?
I'm on probation in St. Joseph, Indiana.
South Bend?
Yes, but I am, they are in agreement with Serenity House.
What's the charge?
It's car theft.
All right, I think I'm gonna need some help here. I'm gonna set this for sentence with a PSI. For August 28th. I hate to even think about the end of summer. At 10:30. Does that work for you, Mr. Bush?
I'm assuming that's fine. What day of the week is it?
That's a Monday.
That should be.
Is that 28?
Yes. I'd like any estimates and police reports. But the probation will delve into this. Her treatment status, her current probation. There's a lot going on here. All right, I'd like you to take this out to the probation department. And I will see you on, they'll make an appointment for you to come in before that to get all the information. Maybe they can do it by phone or video, but we want to figure out how much this stuff is worth, what your status is, what your criminal record is, what's going on with your other probation.
The court has your address in Auburn then?
No, I don't, but you provide that to the staff. out
When she
there.
does, okay.
Will the restitution portion be at sentencing?
Yes, it will.
Thank you, Bert.
All right. This is file 23976 FY People versus Christie Ann Keen. What's the status here, Mr. Nossinger?
Judge, unresolved at this point, we were awaiting some body cam footage. As I was talking to the prosecutor, I got the email that it's been placed in my Cerberus account. So we have an appointment to meet and review that, and then we're going to make a decision and notify the prosecutor as soon as possible.
Do you want me to set a prelim or reset the pre-exam conference?
We'll have, I think by close of business tomorrow, Judge, an answer to the prosecutor. I'm agreeable either way.
All right, well, let's set it for prelim for next Tuesday, August 18th or July 18th. That's when it's already set for. Ms. Keen, Mr. Nossinger is going to get that. You're going to meet with him probably at his office there in 3 Rivers to review it. And then he will let the prosecutor know whether we need a prelim or not. And if we do, it will be next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. If we don't, you can either enter a misdemeanor plea or file a waiver. So we'll see where that goes.
Yes, sir.
Are you still employed?
Yes.
And where is that?
Keen Insurance Agency.
That's right. All right. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you, sir.
Well, the audacity. Twice the legal limit. I would have given him more than 5 days, honestly, because that's absolutely unexcusable. Like, there is no reason in the world why you should be twice the legal limit drunk in court for sentencing on a drunk driving case. Or it has to do with drinking. Like, no, dude. He needs to be in rehab. He needs help. He needs sobriety. But it kind of sounds like he may not be at that point in his life where he's ready for that. Hopefully that will happen while he is in jail and he is able to get some sobriety. I know sobriety is hard and addiction is a monster that no one should have to deal with. But it is what it is. The second case, though, where did she keep the furniture? Like, she refurnished her house? She put it in her garage? Like, that is, like, the strangest thing. She just put all the furniture from this lady's storage unit in her house and sold it. Tried to sell it on Facebook. Anyways, yeah. A little bit crazy. I'm kind of speechless. these two cases were definitely something. All right. Gene McGwitch, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And in the description is the link if you would like to join the memberships for my channel. Also, there is a link for my merch. For Judge Middleton, we have the Turtle Herd. As Judge Middleton likes to say, it's like trying to herd turtles to get everything going in court. So if you want to be a part of the official Turtle Herd, the links are in the description to get your Judge Middleton merch or your MCT merch. We've got soft set paw troll, scarves for your bandanas for your dogs, and you can match with a shirt. Anyways, again, Chi McGwitch, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.